Mr. Speaker.
Jonathan Young.
Mr. Speaker, under this John Key-led government, children are starting school better prepared to learn and are leaving school better qualified to earn. Sir, we are getting it right, and we are seeing the results of young people getting higher levels of attainment and achievement, and we are seeing results that are the best ever achieved by our students. So as the Honourable Hekia Parada said, congratulations, not only to the students, but to the teachers, the principals and the parents. There'll be parents right throughout this country right now who are absolutely stoked, absolutely thrilled, absolutely feeling as if this government is making something work for them and their families. And so that's a very, very important thing. This is great for New Zealand. We need an emerging workforce who understand what it is to face challenge, to work hard, to persevere and to succeed. And so passing NCEA level 1, 2 and 3 is all of that. It's not just about the content and having a fact file, it's about developing personal tools of discipline and perseverance, personal tools of learning and being able to become educated and engage in the bigger world that is outside the doors of the school. So the OECD Policy Forum on the Future of Work, which I know members opposite highly revere, says that the world is in flux as a result of digitisation and the development of the digital economy. We all understand that, sir, but sir, the future of work is today. It is today. It is people who today are leaving places of training, needing to find employment. And what we can say from this side of the House, that we have been focused on that. We've wanted to build a great foundation for companies to prosper and succeed. We're wanting to have very high quality international agreements where we can have greater opportunities for export, and those export companies can flourish, and also, sir, that they can employ more New Zealanders. 280 jobs a day. That's what's happening in our country today, being created. And these are graduates from tertiary institutions, from high schools, who are going out there, leaving their training and seeking employment. And sir, we want to have a workforce that is highly skilled and earns a good wage. And we are seeing this happen here in this country. Sir, we've got this trend happening. Here in New Zealand, we can't swim against the trend, against the current. We have to be, as a modern economy, we have to continue to adapt and change and be adaptable. So one of the things that we have done in these last number of years is make sure that we are able to engage digitally, not only across our nation, but across the world. With our ultra-fast broadband, 1.2 million New Zealanders right now have the opportunity to connect, and many of them, sir, are doing studies and transacting business across this amazing network. We've made sure that our schools and hospitals have been online first. It's a great thing to do, great thing to see. So the proportion of 18-year-olds achieving NCEA level 2 qualifications has increased. 4 years ago it was 74%. Today, sir, it's 84%. That's a phenomenal increase. That's phenomenal. You wouldn't find anybody in the country saying that's not a good thing. And even across the House, their muted silence is an agreement that this is a good thing. 84%. Because they won't stand up. So you're going to say that's a bad thing. Sir, 84%. Sir, this government, when they took office in 2008, level 2 achievement rates have risen, as Todd McClay said, nearly 17%. That's phenomenal. What we have seen, sir, is 200,000 jobs being created, another 170 in the next 3 years. We know that the Treasury are forecasting 3.2%, 2.8% increase in terms of economic growth in this country. This place is in a really good shape. And, sir, it's great to see that in the midst of all of this, we're even seeing crime rates come down. Isn't it amazing that we're seeing youth crime come down nearly 40%, And that's a great indication, sir, that young people are finding a future that's positive, that's engaging, that's bringing them into employment, bringing them into a future, and I think that's a marvellous thing. When you look at this government, what we've done, sir, around 100,000 families with children are financially better off for the first time of a real increase in benefit rates since 1972. That's a great thing.
Mr. Speaker.